surely.
Okay, no problem. But within 5 minutes, I would like to welcome everybody, and especially Alina, Yarovaya, and all of my Indian friends. Thank you to come to our meeting. Very nice. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see all of you. I'm Dr. Sergey Fandeev. I'm working in Mumbai as a director of Russian Center for Science, Culture and Education, Россотрудничество. So I'm vice consul for culture, for education, and for science here in Mumbai. So really, I'm glad to see all of you, and really, I'm very happy with the thing and for organizing this meeting, because very nice event, very nice event. Thank you. Alina, you are from Moscow?
Actually, I was born in Ukraine, but now I'm the Russian.
Okay, but you are speaking from what city?
I'm speaking from Moscow, of course.
From Moscow, yes, I'm asking this. I was born as well, Kuban, Novorossiysk, so I can speak Ukrainian as well. Я можу балакати по-українськи.
So international team.
Yes. Вмію розмовляти по-українськи.
Oh, гарно.
Yes, yes. So I like Ukraine, I like culture, and you know, I'm sure that this problem now it will pass, because not possible to separate our people, Ukraine and Russian. We are together, you know, we are same people. So I hope everything will be bad pass and good will come back.
Thanks God. We hope.
Yes, yes. А вы у нас певица или кто вы? You are singer or what?
Я певица, Сергей, да, я певица. И я была уже в Индии 2 года назад с культурной миссией, с правительством Москвы. У нас был большой концерт в Мумбаи.
Да? Вы были
Да.
в Мумбаи, да?
Да, были.
Здорово, здорово. Вам понравился Мумбай?
Очень мало времени. В Индии нужно всегда больше времени, потому что совершенно грандиозные места. И хочется больше времени, чтобы все посмотреть. Ну, что успели, что успели. У нас были репетиции с оркестром, поэтому, может быть, не все получилось.
Нет, я думаю, что все получилось. Не может не получиться. А вы с оркестром здесь, в этом были? В ICIB, да? И казахи играют?
Да, верно. Да. Анай, да. С мистером.
А вы когда были? 2 года назад?
2 года назад в ноябре.
Понятно. Хорошо, очень приятно. Жалко, что мы не пересеклись, в ноябре 2 года назад тоже был здесь. Там она говорила, что вы быстро как-то приехали и уехали, да?
Да.
Ну, очень приятно, Алина. А как вы вышли вот на этих ребят? Как вы?
Меня пригласил мистер Манприт.
Хорошо, он знает, да, вы тогда. Здорово, молодца.
I request everybody else to please be on mute while the session is going on.
Okay.
So we will be beginning now. Rajan, can you just put everybody else on mute?
Вы мне потом скажете свой мобильный телефон.
The speakers are free to unmute yourselves, the co-hosts. And Ritviji, I request you to please begin the session for today. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you on behalf of the Indian Chamber of International Business. I'm very sorry my video is off due to a technical difficulty, but this is a great opportunity that we are bringing India and Russia together today. I would like to hand over to Ritvik ji from the Surya Kiran Foundation to
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to this Indian-Russian musical journey. I would like to extend a special welcome to Dr. Sergey from the Russian Cultural Center for Science from Bombay and our two prestigious speakers, Ms. Alina Yarovaya and Ms. Richa Gupta. I would like to welcome you to today's session, and it gives us immense happiness to see something like this happening where we get the culture of two countries or our special friends, which we have been for so many years, India and Russia, even more closer today. I would like to hand over to Dr. Sergey to give us a better idea of how this session would go ahead today.
Thank you, Ritvik. Thank you, dear Ritvik, Mikhail. You know, my dear friends, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to this meeting, and I would like to thank all of you to come to this meeting. Especially, I'm very happy to see Alina Yarovaya from Moscow. She's a singer, very nice, and Indian singers as well, and everybody of you, all of you. So, you know, 1 hour before, we performed one very good meeting with Vidyapeeth University, Vidyapeeth University from Pune, and Yosif Kobzon Theatrical Arts Institute University from Moscow. You know, there were dances, there were exchanges of ideas. It's very nice, and like Ritvik said, our countries, Russia and India and Russia, we are very similar. I am telling everybody, you know, we have the same soul. Because, you know, we have many words, same words in Sanskrit and in Russia. We have many customs. I will tell you, you didn't hear this idea, you know. For example, Indian people are celebrating Holi. Yeah, this is a spring. This is the beginning of spring, Holi. And you are burning Holika. We are celebrating Maslenitsa. We are burning Maslenitsa as well in the same time, you know. This is a very interesting thing. In Russia, we have river Kama. We have river Moksha. You see, in Russia, there is river name of Moksha and Kama. How it's possible? So maybe 10,000 years ago, we were the same people. So this is very interesting thing. And, you know, I know, like Indian people, Russian people, we like dance, we like sing, and Indian people as well, they like it. Oh, every woman, every Indian woman likes dance and can dance. Every man, Indian man, likes sing, you know. In Russia, we are the same. We are the same like you. So today, this is a very good meeting, and we will participate in the meeting about songs. We will maybe hear songs, Russian songs, Ukrainian songs. We will hear Indian songs as well, you know, because songs, a dance, this is a language, international language, you know,
Yes.
like music. You cannot maybe understand words, but you can understand soul, you can understand feelings of this dance, of this song, you know. So, thank you very much, Ritvik, for your kind words, and thank you very much, dear my friend Singh, and to everybody to invite me to this very interesting event. I will support all events. I will support, I will participate, I will help you in everything you want. So, because this is a must be, you know, our two big nations, our prime ministers, your prime minister Narendra Modi ji, our president Vladimir Putin ji, so they are friends.
Yes.
And our country, we are friends. Our people, we are friends, you know. Because, for example, Ritvik, maybe you didn't visit yet Moscow, Russia, no?
No, not as yet. Haven't been able to visit.
You will have chance. Please come, because when you will come in Moscow, when Moscovite people from Moscow will ask, "What country are you from?" You will tell, "I'm from India." They will tell you, "Oh, Raj Kapoor."
Oh yes.
You will be Raj Kapoor for our Russian people.
No, of course.
Oh, yes. No, it's joke, of course, but you know, Really, everybody knows Raj Kapoor in Russia, everybody knows India, everybody knows tea, chai, because the word chai in India and Russia same. We are telling as well chai. Do you want chai? Хотите chai? So, you know, please come to our country. Please arrange this performance, this very good events. I will help you in everything. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sergey, for your kind words and for telling us a little bit more about Russia and how we too are similar in each and every possible way. Oh, I am very happy to see Mr. Manpreet back, and I would let him take this over because this was his brainchild somewhere. We have just been a part of it, of this very nice initiative that has been organized by Mr. Manpreet. So I would like to welcome Mr. Manpreet and kindly take over, Mr. Manpreet.
Thank you, Ritik. Thank you so much. Actually, there was some internet issue, so I am glad that it's working fine. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Sergey, for the lovely conversation about how Russia and India are working so closely together and how the relation is so old and ancient and how we are all bringing together the culture and the people of both the countries together. So this is our little initiative which we have brought together from the Indian Chamber of International Business and the Surya Kiran Foundation with the support of the Russian House, Russian Cultural Center and the Russian Consulate in Mumbai. So thank you, Dr. Sergey, once again. And with this, I would like to bring and welcome our two lovely guests today, Alina Yarovaya from Moscow, who's joining in today, and also Richa Gupta, who's joining from India. So thank you, both of you, for accepting our invitation to be part of this initiative to bring Russia and India closer together. So with this, I would like to invite our soprano from Russia. Welcome, Miss Alina.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Today, I'd love to start my speech by sharing some of my memories from India. As one of Russian artist with the Moscow government with the cultural mission, I was honored to take part in a cultural trip that took place 2 years ago in Mumbai. As I was said, I was highly impressed by the Indians and their attitude towards art. Back then, I couldn't even assume that besides great Indian cinematography, Bollywood, wonderful national dances, and absolutely unique Indian kitchen, people there would be so passionate about classical music. And I remember feeling and thinking how magical it is that whatever language we speak and whatever country we've come, music is that what unites us on a very deep and intimate level, like no more language no more difference in languages, only music is the international language. So I was very pleased to get such a great feedback from the Indian audience after our concert. And it was also a huge honor for me to meet Mr. Khushru Santuk, who is a huge lover of classical music and record collector. And what's important, the sponsor of the Indian Orchestra. We artists produce emotions and meanings, not material values. And thus, we need of some financial, of course, support. And I think that we should all be grateful for the opportunities that such people like Khushru give us by bringing business and art together. I also want to add that we are very fortunate that our government supports such intercultural ties and makes such events like today's happen. So thank you so much. And finishing my speech, if you like, I can suggest singing one song that I know you all love. It's the song "Подмосковные вечера," and if you want, we can sing all together.
Of course, Miss Alina, we don't know Russian, but in whatever way we can, we would love to join you. So it's all yours. Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
This song about Moscow suburbs.
Okay.
So you can translate it. Okay. Не слышны в саду даже шорохи. Все здесь замерло до утра. Если б знали вы, как мне дороги подмосковные вечера. Если б знали вы, как мне дороги подмосковные вечера.
Bravo, bravo, Alina, bravo.
That was lovely.
Lovely, very
Amazing, really amazing. And I'm really surprised that Zoom is taking the voice so well. And we should be thankful to you, Alina.
Is it okay? Is it sounds nice?
Yes, it sounds really amazing. I mean, Zoom has been quite kind to all of us tonight, I feel.
Yes, yes, very professional, very nice voice.
Even Zoom understand the language of
Плохо слышим вас, очень почему-то звук ушел. Алина, очень плохо слышим вас, звук добавьте.
Even Zoom understands the language of music.
Очень плохо. Very bad hearing, no sound. Попробуйте еще раз.
And now?
No. Something happens with sound. Maybe add some sound, no?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you hear, Alina, colleagues? My dear
The sound is fine. The sound is fine. Kindly check your audio.
Okay.
Audio is fine. Yes, we can hear. Dr. Sergey, can you hear all of us clearly?
Yes, I'm hearing you very well, but Alina, I don't know why I don't hear very nicely. Okay.
Miss Alina, can you hear us? Can you please say something? Maybe we'll just check.
Yes, okay. I hear you very good. Thank you very much for your attention.
I think it's better now. I think the audio is better now.
Thank you so much.
Okay, taking the session further, I would like to invite our cultural flag bearer from the Indian side. She's a Kathak exponent. Her name is Richa Gupta. I would like to welcome her to the session today. So Miss Gupta has been a Kathak dancer, an Indian classical dancer for a very long time. She's been performing since the age of 10 years old, and she has done more than 200 shows across the globe. She has represented India as a Kathak dancer internationally at the global level as well. And I think when we talk about something like how arts and culture and music connects the world together, especially India and Russia, Miss Gupta can give us even a better insight since she has traveled all the way from India to various countries like the UK, Japan, and other parts of the world. And even though people do not know what Kathak is over there, they've still enjoyed the visual glory of Kathak and always had fun around with it. Welcome, Ms. Gupta. We would like you to take over from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ritvik and Dr. Sergey and everybody, Mr. Manpreet, to holding such a nice conversation between Russia and India. I have never find any difference between Russia and India because we are together since very long. Thanks to Mr. Raj Kapoor, I think, as Dr. Sergey told us. Everybody, like right now in Russian consulate in Russia, in Moscow, there is Mrs. Usha R.K. She is from here, cultural attaché, and she just did a show on Raj Kapoor. So I had this opportunity to see, and as Dr. Sergey just told us about everything, it was so nice and, you know, awakening or just telling us about our culture through a Russian mouth. So it is just so nice to hear that. And yes, Miss Alina, you just sang so beautiful. Actually, Russian music is so phonetic, I think. It it just casts a spell on people, and they just translate us to another world. And the same feeling I just happened to experience. Coming back to me in India, India is known for its 8 beautiful classical dances. And India is not only about Bollywood, it's not only about classical dancing, it's also about its own folk culture. It's very, very rich heritage, and India is is amalgamation of many, many languages, with many cultures, with many art forms. And as everybody says, art doesn't have a language. It has a universal connect. Whatever you sang, it just reached to me. And I think everybody out here who is in this meeting, and they connected with the feeling that, yes, an artist is singing something, and we could feel that feeling inside. Maybe we can't translate whatever you were singing. Same as with our dances. Like I'm a Kathak dancer, and we transform whatever you sing into our expressions and put it in front of the audience, so that the people who cannot understand the language, maybe they can understand the sign language. Dance is all about expressing yourself in front of the audiences, and whatever is being sung, it has to just transform from you to me, and it goes through me to the audiences. As I've performed, I never got an opportunity to perform for Russia or with Russian artists, but yes, I have performed with many, many international artists. Like in Japan, we just amalgamated with Japanese dancers. They were performing classical dancing only, Kathak only. So we all combined ourselves and we made a beautiful show out there, as I'm a soloist also. So I performed my solo part over there. Same as in UK. And in Russia, yes, I did a bit of research, the Russian folk dance, which is very much inspired by Ukraine. I think Kazakh. Well, how do you spell? How do you pronounce it? I really don't know. It's Cossack Russia dancing. So that's again the beat. Sorry, Kazakh. Yeah, the pronunciation is a little bit different. The beats in that dance form, is so similar to our Kathak dancing. Because it's the beat in which we have to dance, and same is within Kathak. Like now, how to connect between India and Russia on international level or in our level, like as to exchange the cultures between two countries, we can always have something, some new things, some experimental things that we can do on stage, between as in singer, as in dancer, so that we get different kind of audience for every stage. Like as Alina just told us that she came here for a cultural exchange program, in which you performed in front of our Indian audiences, and they were really happy with that. Yes, it is always that. Like when we go out and we perform, we get beautiful audiences, and I think the response what we get is just so nice, because everything is so new for them, and to experience a new thing is always nice. It's always good, because through art and culture we can know many things about the other country. And as being a traveler also, I travel all over the world, and how we connect, it's again we connect through the language, through art, and through this. So from this meeting, what I infer, that having such a nice platform here, and listening to people, and especially such a beautiful singer over here, I always want we should also travel to Russia and have a nice audiences, and we bring some good art from India and take it over there. And Russians should come here and have a nice show here, and we give you a number of good audiences, so that our art is always promoted. And yes, we need good sponsors, because without sponsors, without money, it's a financial backbone. We cannot do anything, because it is very difficult to travel places without money, without sponsorship. And yes, we look for sponsorship.
So Miss Alina, we have a few questions that we thought, since we've got two exceptional performers and musicians with us. How do you think that the business of music, in your opinion, could be more beneficial monetarily or in terms of money? Or how do you think India and Russia, this question can be answered by Dr. Sergey as well. Dr. Sergey, how do you think that we can enhance the trade or exchange of trade in music and culture between the two countries more? What would be your suggestions? How do you think it should happen?
Are you asking Alina?
No, I'm asking both of you because, of course, Dr. Sergey, you see
Okay.
the
I will first answer. Alina maybe to add because her language, her English is very perfect, very nice.
Okay.
You see what I'm seeing, how it will be our collaboration. You know, really, we have to understand, to know each other, culture of each other, because you know, many folk dances, they are the same because they are showing us how to sew, how to read, how to love, how to hate, how to sentiments, feelings, you know, they are same all the world. They are same in India, same in Russia, same in Germany, you know, but only in Germany, in Russia, there are differences. Why? Because your country, like our country, we are similar, I told you. You have multinational, you have multinational, you have multi-language, multi-religion country.
Yes.
We have as well. We have 108 nations in Russia.
Yes, that's
108 nations. 100 many languages. You know, we have as well Muslim, Christianity. We have many religions as well. You know, not like you, but in any case, we are multi-religion country.
Yes.
And multicultural. You know, because every region in Russia has its culture. For example, Alina Yarovaya, she was born in Ukraine. I was born near Ukraine. I know what is a big, very huge culture of Ukraine, especially song and dance, you know.
Okay.
Costumes, everything. So that's why I'm telling you, we have to see, to hear, to understand each other culture, and to promote and to understand we are the same people, we are the same human being here on our earth, you know. So really, I think, you know, maybe I have here in Mumbai one friend who wants to shoot one film, which name will be The Indians in Russia. This is a comedy. It will be comedy. Yes, very nice. Yes, very nice film. Because, you know, this is a Indian guy who was married with a Russian girl. So this is a very interesting thing because we are similar, but cultures are different.
Cultures are different.
Food are different. You are mostly vegetarians. We are not vegetarians.
Not vegetarians.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, I wrote book about Mumbai, and I'm written here in Mumbai in this book that I'm very grateful to Indian people that they have memory of and respect to cow. Why? Because cow, you know, they from 10,000 years before, the cow was our friend all over the world. They gave us butter, they gave us milk, they gave us curd, everything. They gave us skin for clothes.
Keep us from the cold, yes.
Yes, and only in India there is respect. Only in India, and even in Quran there is one surah which is named Al-Baqarah. Al-Baqarah, this means cow. You see, only in Quran and only in India respect. No, in Christian cultures there is no not mentioned about cow. In other religions as well, not mentioned. Sikh doesn't mention about cow. So nobody, but only Hinduism mentioned cow, and they respect cow. But you don't eat cow. Why? Because your climate is not like in Russia, you know. You have no.
It's different. India has an absolutely different climate when it.
Yes. So you see, really, I'm very. When I was coming to Mumbai, to India, I was surprised. We are very similar. We have the same soul. I understand, like Richa, Gupta told us, Richa Gupta told us, we're understanding each other. Really, I
Yeah.
have many friends in India now. I understand them. They understand me, and we can and we must be together, friends, forever. Thank you.
Yes, on that note, you're absolutely right, Dr. Sergey. We all are similar, and India and Russia have been friends or allies for the longest time that we know. And it is important for India and Russia to not just have trade ties, but also to enhance our cultural ties, to have more cultural activities happening in the two countries. And we would like the Indian diaspora and the Russian diaspora to know more about how we are very similar yet different, but again, we're all friends and we're all humans at the same time.
Can I say?
Sorry, 1 minute over. I will tell you. You see, really we are similar. Look, we have the same word. For example, you have in Sanskrit Agni, we have огонь. In Russia, Kravi, Krov, Adi, Adin, Dva, Dva, Tri, Brin, Bratri, Brat. You Bratri, in Russia,
Mother,
Matri,
yes.
Mat.
Mother, yes.
You see, Двор, Дверь, Дад, Дадя, Нич, Ночь, Samya, Semya, Divo, Devi, etc. You know, so many words, same words, same meaning.
Words, same meaning, same words. They all come from the same origin. The origin of all of it is the same.
Yes. So, my dear friends, I'm very surprised. I will go to Russia and will tell to every single Russian guy, Russian girl, that listen, we have friends, not only friends, we have kin in India, because you are our brothers and sisters.
Yes, we're all brothers, of course.
Despite religion, really.
No, religion, of course, religion is something that just guides us on how to lead a life. But at the end of the day, we're all humans. We have the same soul inside us. We all breathe the same air and drink the same water. So nothing is really different. Miss Alina, I have a question for you. And my question for you is that being an opera singer, and opera is considered to be one of the most difficult forms of singing in the world, because it requires a lot of patience, first of all, I would say. And more than patience, it requires a lot of practice over a period of time. So what would be your advice to someone who wants to become an opera singer? How easy or how difficult do you think the process of learning opera and being an opera singer is? If you could please tell us a little bit about your journey or how it all began for you.
So first, I would like to say first, it is to love work, and only on the second, it's to love music, because lots of musicians hates music because it's a joke. Of course, it's a joke, but we said that because we work in so much that one time when we repeating one melody, one song, one aria, one opera, once again. Sometimes I would say that sometimes singers sing in the same role, in the same opera all over the world. So I was always interested and ask them, how you feel yourself when you always Don Giovanni, for example. You sing in all over the world, only one part. So is it okay for you? Isn't it boring? So in this case, they say, I have to love job. It's my job. And I trying to find this, this power from the music, this power from the music, from the art. And I want to thank so much. Thank you to Richa Gupta. Your speech was so nice, really from the heart. And I want to add that, like you said, that the people of art, they are the soul, and the people of business, it's like a body. So without soul, nobody, and no soul can be, but we cannot touch it.
That's absolutely correct, Miss Alina. So, Miss Alina, what would be your plans to collaborate with an Indian artist in the future, or would you like to perform in India anytime soon, or maybe have someone from India do something in Russia?
interesting things. I'm interested in everything, especially this time when we were all on the lockdown. So now it's a huge opportunity to go somewhere, to do something, to see the world. So now maybe we will respect that time when we are traveling a lot and trying to be more like involved in the old world life. So, and about your first question, I would love to say about the how to collaborate together more. So I think it's just a habit, like a charity, like education, like a respect to each other. We just have to be an example of the people who can share, who can collaborate. And then everyone else will look at us and say, oh, we want to. So we just have to start.
Yes, that's a very good point, Miss Alina. It's all about inspiring others and how you can go ahead. Coming to Miss Gupta, I would like to ask her also one question, which is very similar to what I asked Miss Alina, is that we come from India, we come from the land of Bollywood, from the land of commercial music, and too many things happening at the same time in India. Sometimes classical music and the classical music industry takes a back seat when it comes, especially when it comes to engaging the youth of the country towards classical music. So what would be your insight on what sort of initiatives do you think should be taken, or what should we do at our personal levels to make our classical heritage, our classical music, Kathak, more famous between the youth of India and, of course, the rest of the world?
Such a nice question, Ritik. The thing is, like, Bollywood is popular because it is more marketed. Anything which is marketed is more known to anyone. We should not aim at youth, because we should not aim at middle-aged people or the children, or actually anything which is marketed is known to anyone. But the main thing about classical thing is it's got its niche market. It is not for the masses. I should not use the word masses, but it is not for everyone. It is for the one who has got an ear and an eye for a thing
that's more delicately put and much more in depth. I feel that's how one can.
And it's a very good question for bringing youth forward for classical dancing or classical singing. We have to make it more popular. Popular in the sense there should be more shows. The shows should be free of cost so that people could come and see. But if we keep the shows free of cost, then where will the cost come?
How will the financial viability come to the organizers of the show? Yes.
But again, there is a common myth that we should spend money on things which we like. But I think we should spend money on things which is there, so that business should also run and this should also run. But unfortunately, art is not in business. It's not a business.
It's not a business. It has never been.
It's not a business. But the thing is, without
business, without
money,
financial things cannot work out.
Yeah, we cannot survive. But for joining youth within us, we should experiment with our art form. We should innovate, actually, basically, with the new things and our classical thing. We should just combine and make such a beautiful show that nobody is. Usually classical music is said to be like, people get bored after some time. Like Alina also said that singing just one verse all the time, people think that we are getting bored. But it's not that. We enjoy that. The stage is just like our playground, like people play football or anything. We dance, we sing, and we just enjoy it. And we just want that our enjoyment should reach to the audience, but the audience has to watch us with that keenness, with that passion, that yes, we are going to see something. So just to make it popularized between the youth, so that youth could join us, we have to bring more and more shows to the audiences, so that they can come and join us and see us.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gupta, for your answer. I'll come back for the last words to Dr. Sergey, who I think it's a very important question that I've been wanting to ask from the beginning of this session, Dr. Sergey. Dr. Sagiv, how do you think, or being responsible for the culture of Russia and India, and promoting science culture and various collaborations in India on behalf of Russia, what further initiatives is the Russian Science and Cultural Center in Bombay planning for the future, and how do you think that the post-COVID situation, where people are more interested in visiting shows and having a physical experience rather than a virtual experience, how do you think artists, not just from India but from across the globe, from Russia, can use it to their benefit? And how is the Russian Cultural Center looking to use this opportunity?
Thank you, Ritvik, for your very good questions. It's very important thing for me, for our cultural center. And what we are doing. I was establishing a relationship between Wistful University, your Wistful University in Mumbai for cinema university, yes, and with Russian Gitis Institute. I was establishing a relationship between, I told you, this performing arts faculty of Vidyapit University from Pune and our Consul theatrical arts university in Moscow. Students show each other how they can think, how they can dance, they can play music,
Yes.
So, I'm promoting not only Russian culture, I'm promoting feelings, I'm promoting really similarity. I'm trying to make people understand we are very similar, really.
Yes,
really
yes.
Indian people not similar with German people, not similar with some else's people,
Yes.
because this is a different culture. But our culture, your culture, mostly the same. Gitan, Цыгане, Gitan, да, Alina, как Цыгане? Gypsy. Gypsy. In Russia, we love very much Gypsy. But Gypsy, they came from India,
Yes, the Gypsy way started from India. The trend
system
started from India.
I will try to organize, for example, one concert, because in Moscow there are Gypsy theater. They are playing professionally. They are dancing professional. Their clothes is like an Indian one,
Okay.
Really, I would like to organize one interaction between Gypsy from Moscow and between Indian folklore ensembles, folklore dancing club.
Okay.
So I have many ideas, and we will do this because one thing only is difficult for us, for Russia. Not everybody speaks like Alina, Yarovaya English. Yes, because not everybody in Russia speaks English. But in any case, we have interpreter, we have somebody who can translate to us. You see. So,
of course, as long as we have someone who is willing to showcase something and have a collaborator, we can always figure out a way around language. It's not that difficult, I believe, to do that.
Yes, you see, I'm really happy, thanks to Singh, Manpreet Singh, for introducing me and for introducing you to me. ICIB, this your company, not company, your NGO. I think it's NGO, yeah.
Yes, it's not a company, but yes, it's an initiative, I would say.
Initiative, yes. I'm very happy to know there is some like this Ritvik Miguel who wants to understand, who wants to invite people to communicate, to interact, So thank you very much, really, because it's my heart, my feelings to promote Russian culture history, to promote Indian culture in Russia, to promote interaction between our two big countries, two big nations. Because before, when Soviet Union was Soviet Union helped and contributed very much Indian industry, space. You know, Rakesh Sharma was going with our Soviet rocket in 1984. So first satellite, many collaboration in military field, you know.
Yes, yes, of course. Military field
Everywhere.
is military field, and the friendship of Mr. Putin and Mr. Modi is known to the world today.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not
yes,
something that's hidden from anyone. I feel the
yes,
strongest ally that India has had in the past few years has been Russia. There is
yes,
absolutely
yes.
no question about that.
Yes, yes. And you know, really, that's why we would like thank you to be with us and thank you to be interested in our culture as well. So
Yes,
thank
of
you
course,
very much.
of course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sergey. We'll open up a small open house for about 2 to 3 minutes. If anyone from the audience would like to ask a question to our prestigious guests here, Ms. Gupta, Mrs. Alina, Mr. Sergey, if anyone wants to ask a question, please go ahead.
Please unmute yourself and ask the question. In case you are not able to unmute, please message in the chat box. We'll open it. But I think it's open. Any questions from anyone for our lovely artists across half of the world, from Russia and from India? Please do feel.
Yes, if anyone has any questions, please go ahead. I don't think you would be able to get a better insight from anyone else other than these two lovely ladies here today.
Maybe this lovely lady will sing more, especially Richa Gupta, for example, Alina Yarovaya, because really, personally, me, I would like to hear your voice and to hear your performance, if it's possible, of course, please.
Of course, we'll be more than happy. That's what both of them are here for. Richa ji, will you be able to share any Kathak performance, either a YouTube link or maybe a small video that you have right now?
I can share you my YouTube link actually.
Yeah, please do that in the chat box. You know, people would be more than happy to it.
Yeah, sure. It's Richa Gupta Kathak. It's there.
Thank you so much. And we can have Alina sing for us.
Yes, because I can't sing. I can only dance, and right now I cannot because on Zoom I have not prepared. So it's better that Alina should sing, and I'll send you my YouTube links.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Alina, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. As we were saying about the opera, that it is not for everybody. Of course, it's like the very high notes, this high level. You know, sometimes not everybody can understand this kind of music. But there is a wonderful style. It's a new one. It's called crossover. So it's a style in which maybe you know the singer Sarah Brightman, Andrea Bocelli. They sing a kind of academic singing, but with the pop music. So this kind of music, I can sing a little piece. I'm sure that once you heard that. Quando sono solo sogno all'orizzonte, mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. E non ci sei tu con me. Sulle finestre mostra tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che hai contratto per strada. Con te
Bravo, bravo.
That was excellent, Miss Alina. That was really nice. Thank you.
Amazing, just amazing.
Really good.
I think the clapping should not stop. It is so nice because it's one of the very, very difficult forms. And I could understand that. But it was beautiful, beautiful. Again, we don't have to really know the language. We just have to share that feeling, what we have shared between us. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Спасибо. Спасибо вам.
I'm impressed really because now I remember, 2 years ago I was in NCPA. This is a minister of Moscow government, Sergey Fandeev came with you and with another person. Yes, now I remember you. Really, we were impressed. Whole auditorium was like this, 1,500 persons was present.
So
there.
now can I see that you didn't recognize my face, but you remember my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, really? It's right, absolutely right.
So, Dr. Sergey, I would like to inform you and compliment you that it is because of you, honestly, that Alina is here with us today. Because it is with you that I had met her for the first time. And then this happened today, and we've been in touch over a long period of time.
Thank you, Manpreet. Thank you, Manpreet Singh. Thank you very much, Manpreet ji. Thank you.
With this, I would like to thank Ritvik and all our lovely audience, Dr. Sergey, the Russian Consulate, the Russian Cultural Center in Mumbai, Alina and Richa and the Surya Kiran Foundation for being with us here today. It was such an amazing learning experience for all of us. We learned a lot about India, about Russia, about opera, about Kathak, culture. I mean, this is very different from what a normal Indian Chamber of International Business activities. We normally with trade, business, diplomacy, and so we thought that let's do something about culture. Let's bring people together. Let's have people-to-people contact. Because it's been nearly 2 years, people haven't traveled, people haven't met each other. So this was our little effort to bring people together and see how best we can interact with each other. So thank you all of you for being with us here today. And I really hope that we'll be able to do this sometime soon in person.
Yes, that's the most important, Manpreet ji. We have to take initiatives and make efforts to make this exact same thing happen in person so that we can listen to Miss Alina with our own ears in front of us and see Miss Gupta dance to those tunes. On this note, I would like to thank all of you today evening. I would like to thank Dr. Sergey especially for lending his support and making this event possible. I would like to extend a very hearty thank you to Mr. Manpreet, who made this session happen. I would like to thank you, Miss Alina, for giving us an insight and for singing up for us so beautifully. It was exceptional and we really enjoyed it. I would like to thank Miss Gupta here for telling us on how India and Russia can come together in the future and how she sees the future of Kathak coming along. On this note, I would like to end today's session. And I hope that we have more sessions like this. I hope that the Surya Kiran Foundation and ICIB keep having cultural initiatives together and connecting cultures from across the globe with one another. This is just the beginning, and I hope to see all of you very soon. We shall end this session, Mr. Manpreet.
So, Jai Hindi Rusi Dosti, Hindi Rusi Bye Bye.
Hindi Rusi Bye Bye. Thank you, Dr. Sergey. Thank you very much, Dr. Sergey. It was lovely having you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for this lovely, lovely evening. Thank you, Mr. Ritvik and Mr. Manpreet, and of course, Dr. Sergey, for making us meet Miss Alina. Such a beautiful voice in Russian opera. It's so nice to listen to her. Thank you so much for this lovely.
Same to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thanks to Mr. Sergey Fandeev for such an interesting stories, because I even didn't know such a tiny things that no much difference between us. So it's very interesting. Thank you so much for this very lovely information. it's very important to know. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Alina. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, especially to our audience for joining us and for making this event a success. And we hope to having you with us soon again, not just virtually, but physically as well. Thank you very much. We'll end the session here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.